Hello chess lovers, Suren here, and in this video I want to share with you a very exciting attacking game played by Chinese chess grandmaster Ding Liren. His opponent is the reigning world chess champion Magnus Carlsen, and this game was played at the 2020 Magnus Carlsen Chess Tour Kiva finals. In this game, Ding Liren had white pieces and he opened up with d4, to which Carlsen responded with knight f6, c4 g6, g3, bishop g7, bishop g2, black castled kingside, knight c3, d6. King's Indian defense is on the board, against which we have the Fianchetto variation. This line can be somewhat problematic for black because the usual counter-attacking ideas are not that effective against this setup. Knight f3, knight c6, white castled kingside, and black claimed the center with e5, d5, knight e7, e4, b6. This is a rare move, and with this move black is actually sidestepping the main theoretical line. In here, knight d7 is considered to be the most popular move with which black is preparing f5, but in the game we see b6, rook b1, a5, rook e1, knight d7. Finally, knight d7 is on the board, and meanwhile white is preparing an attack on the queen side. h6, black is first taking under control this g5 square, not allowing any unpleasant knight g5 jumps, and only after knight h4 we see f5. E takes f5, g takes f5, queen c2, knight f6, b4, bishop d7, and there it goes, c5. White is hurrying with a queenside attack, and black has to be faster. A takes b4, a takes b4, e4. Black is cutting the communication between this bishop and the pawn, making it vulnerable. But here comes c6, harassing black's dark squared bishop, bishop e8, from where the bishop can cover the g6 square. f3, Ding Liren is temporarily making a pawn sacrifice. Knight takes d5, knight takes d5, knight takes d5, and we have f takes e4, winning back the pawn, and at the same time damaging black's pawn structure, exposing black king. F takes e4, which is a mistake. At this point it was very important first to play knight c3, and if rook b3 then play knight b5, creating knight d4 threat, and if rook d3 only then play f takes e4. In this case, rook takes e4 can be met with rook a1, creating a counter-attack, although I have to tell you that even after bishop takes e4, white is maintaining advantage. But in our game we see f takes e4, which is even worse, and the problem with this move is that by playing rook takes e4, Ding Liren could create too many problems for his opponent. Knight c3 is not good because white can simply play rook g4. Yes, and this is a total destruction. Yes, going after material can be suicidal. But instead to f takes e4, Ding Liren answered with bishop takes e4. And the problem with this move is that by playing bishop d4 check followed by knight c3, black could somehow strengthen his position, threatening rook f2, and if move like bishop f3 then queen f6. Looks like that suddenly black is managing to get a decent position, but instead to bishop takes e4, Carlsen answered with knight c3. And already it's too late for knight c3 because at this point a heavy blow followed and Ding Liren went for bishop takes h6, emphasizing the vulnerability of black knight. Now if, for example, bishop takes h6, then your bishop is no longer protecting the knight and white can play queen takes c3, and if knight takes b1 then this is even worse. Bishop h7 check can follow, and then rook takes e8, removing the defender which was covering the g6 square, and yeah, the knight is coming, it's all over. After bishop takes h6 we see queen takes f6 by Carlsen. Although I have to tell you that first announcing a check from d4 and then playing queen f6 is better, but instead we see queen f6 straight away. There comes bishop h7 check, king h8, and another powerful move. Can you find what's next move? Ready? In the previous variation, we have already seen a similar idea, and white's next move is rook takes e8, removing the defender, and already white knight can jump on g6 square. Now if, for example, bishop takes h6, which actually allows black to put a tougher resistance than rook e7 can follow. The rook is untouchable because of knight g6 check. But instead to rook takes e8, we have rook takes e8 answer. And now let's see how Liren finished up his opponent. King takes h7, knight f8 check, king takes h6. This allows white to announce checkmate in 3, although even if king g8, then there is no hope of saving the game. Bishop takes g7 is coming, and then rook f1, the game is over. In our game, king takes h6 was played, which allows white to kill black king in the center of the board. There it goes. Here comes another check, and after king f5 finally we see a brutal checkmate on the board. That was nice of Carlsen of not resigning too early and allowing this brutal checkmate appear on the board. In the end, a chess puzzle for you where the task is to find the mating line for white. It's white to move, and I will wait for your answer in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Feel free to check out my early uploads as well. I will see you in my next video. Take care.